Yo, what's going on YouTube? So today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be having a car talk. Now I'm just going to be talking about some of my worst experiences as a fat child growing up. Now when I say, a fat child, I wasn't like morbidly obese, like I was always like a short kid growing up. So I was never like 200 pounds and shit, but in my elementary days and my middle school days, for the majority, I was a pretty fat child. I wasn't obese, but I was definitely a chubby kid growing up. I'm gonna put a picture of how I looked somewhere around here. I was a pretty chubby kid, and I was always on the shorter side. So I was just that short, chubby kid, that short, chubby Mexican in your class. So in elementary, there's always like the fast ass motherfuckers, the fast ass kids, bro. The fastest kid in your elementary class. They got all the girls, bro. They were the most popular kids in school. They got all the girls. They were treated differently, bro. And as a chubby kid growing up, I was ass in PE class. Um, no girls were looking my way. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, they were like, "Oh no, he's the fat kid. He's the chubby kid, bro." Yeah. Anyways, bro, I remember like actually like sneaking snacks into my room and like genuinely hiding all of the snacks like under my pillowcases and shit. Now this is crazy, bro, because I don't know how many people used to do this, but as a child, when my mom and dad would go to sleep, I would sneak out of my room late at night and I would grab like as many snacks as I could, like Pop Tarts, chips, candy, bro, chocolates especially. I would grab that shit and then sneak back into my room and I would just devour that shit, bro. Like I'm talking, I would eat that shit in a row, like consecutively, bro. And then I would just stuff all the trash. Like I remember my bed was like against the wall in the corner, so I would stuff all of the trash in the crevice. You see, I would stuff all the trash in the crevice, so that shit would like build up over time. And then I remember one time, bro, I stuffed too much trash under my pillow, and my mom was like cleaning my room one time, and then she fucking found it, bro. Like she took off the pillow, and there was just a shit ton of chip bags and chip bags all over my under my pillows. So then after that, I was like, damn, bro, like, fuck, bro, what am I doing? Like, and then I started realizing I had like those bad eating habits, bro. So the thing is, dude, when you have an eating habit like that, bro, it's so hard to stop it, bro. It's actually so hard. And I was like a child, so I could get my hands on all of this shit. So this was me at like 11. This was probably me at like 10 years old, by the way. And dude, I just remember like just the satisfaction of just eating like chocolates and chips and shit, bro. And then I remember like at one point I started to realize like, damn, I'm not happy about the way I look. I was a young kid, and I remember anytime we take like pictures or like family pictures or something, and then I would look back at it, bro, I would hate the way I would look, like just the way my face looked, my body looked. And this was probably me at like 10 to 12 years old. It was me growing up, and I just remember the feeling I had like towards pictures and shit. But anyways, bro, yeah, I remember I really do remember like where I got fat, like the eating habits changed. Um dude, you just kind of go down a spiral, bro. You really do just kind of go down a spiral. Like, I remember trying to stop some days, like in middle school, when I was probably in like seventh grade. I would try to go on like fast. Like, I would look up like water fast on YouTube and shit, and I would try to replicate it, bro. So, I remember around their time, the Muslims were doing Ramadan. All right, I am back. I just had to clear up some storage because my shit fucking I'm running out of storage, bro. Anyways, bro, when the Muslim kids were doing Ramadan back in the days, I would join in just just so I could use it as an excuse to not eat throughout the day. Now, bro, when I was watching the water fasting videos, and I was like, damn, this is the only way to lose weight for me. Like, everybody saw results. So as a young kid, I was like 12 years old, I started fasting, bro. So when the Ramadan kids were doing it, I was doing it, but I wasn't even eating, bro. Like, I remember I would try to eat, but then I would just say no. Like, I wouldn't eat, like, even when you could. But I remember I went 3 fucking days, just straight no food, just straight water, bro. And I remember looking at the scale every single day, and it would be 1 pound gone, 1 pound gone. So throughout the 3 days, I lost like 4 pounds. But then, bro, it's so stupid because you just go right back to the habit. So after the 3 days, bro, the next day, just straight eating food, 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 food. So I would just do the same thing, you know. So it didn't change anything. And then after the 3 days, I just gained the weight back, you know. I probably got even fatter. So I would try to like water fast. I would try to, and then if I did try to like go on like an actual diet, I was just a fat ass, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Even if I just like could eat what my parents made, I would still go to like the snack closet and I would still bring out like chips by the end of the night. Like, I remember I would be like hella disciplined throughout the day, and then by the time nighttime comes, bro, the hunger kicks in and you're cooked. Like, you get one bag of chips and you're like, oh, this is gonna be my only bag of chips. Like, okay, I can do this. I can eat just this bag of chips. You eat one bag of chips, bro, I get like 4 more bags of chips. I'm so serious. I would have like 5, 6 bags of chips eaten in one sitting. Like, I remember during summer, bro, that's when I would get the fattest because I would be home all day to myself. And I'm a teenager, or like a preteen, bro. I'm literally like 13, 12 years old, alone all the time in my house. So what am I gonna do? Bro, I ate snacks all day. Like, there was nothing that could stop me. And I remember when I would have like 7 bags done, bro. Like 7 bags, like 8 kisses, chocolate kisses, fucking Snickers, Milky Ways, bro. All like all together, right? When I'd be done, I'd be like, dude, like, I have to lock in tomorrow, bro. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna go on a diet. Tomorrow, you know, it's day one. Next day would come, bro, same thing, bro. Same thing by the end of the night. By the end of the night, you know, 3 Pop-Tarts on my bed, a bucket of ice cream, bro, finished by me, you know, like, it was just bad. It was really, really bad, bro. Bro, being called fat is like it was like a stab in the heart, bro, every time. Like, I remember on one of the first days of school, I sat down at just like a table. I don't know if we had assigned seats or anything, but I sat down. It was like a science class or some shit. I had sat down at the table, and it was next to this one Indian girl, bro. And now I don't have a thing. All right, I'm gonna try to make this real brief because I'm running out of storage. But anyways, I had sat down next to this girl, bro, and the first thing she says to me, this is the first class of the day. The first thing she says to me was, "You're fat." Now, she looks at me directly in the eyes, bro. I don't even know this girl, bro. I've never spoken to her ever. I'm just a kid, bro. Little Mexican kid, chubby kid. I sit down. "You're fat." Now, in my heart, bro, my heart fucking shattered. Now, I'm like, damn, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, first day of school, and the first thing that I get told is I'm fat. So I'm like, damn, bro, like this really how school gonna be? Yeah, bro. I just remember that vividly. I'm trying to keep this brief, but yeah, bro, just being a fat child, bro, and just being called fat, fat ass, um, that shit, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Now, if I get called fat ass, it's like, okay, fuck yeah, I'm a fat ass, you know? Um, I don't give a fuck, you know? But, you know, as a kid growing up, that shit really hurts. I feel like it really does affect you mentally. Like,